Under whatever circumstances, torture has no justification. It's a human right that must be observed at all times. When COVID-19 surfaced in Uganda early this year, 2020, many things changed, leading to gross abuse of such rights. Nankya Nuru, also known as Rita Bombo, is among the other Ugandans who have nursed wounds as a result of COVID-19. Today, we tap into the story of Rita Bombo, who was tortured by over 30 security personnel in Bombo.
Nali ku mulimu gwange kuba nkola mu bbaala. Nali neebase ssaawa zaali 4. Engeri gye sirina bukuumi, sirina wa security. Nali nsula mu bbaala yange nga mwe neebase zaali ssaawa 4. Aba security ne bankonkona.
In the night of 31st March, Rita was forced to open her door after security personnel threatened to break it if she fails to comply. She was battered almost to the death point.
Batandika okusamba oluggi. Ne baŋŋamba nzigulewo. Bwe mba siguddeewo, oluggi bagenda kulumenya. Nasituka nga nkutte kabulangiti kange ke nali neebisse, ne nzigula oluggi. Basajja batandika okunkuba, nakyusa feesi yange ne ngikweka, ne batandika okunkuba eno yonna mu mugongo, ne bakuba eno yonna akabina.
She got unconscious and later realized she was profusely bleeding with wide wounds that exposed the bones. She chose to walk home where she got first aid treatment, and it's from here that her mother called a nearby nurse who dressed up the wounds.
Abasajja abo nawulira omu ng'agamba munne nti mulekere awo tugende. Ne bandekera awo. Ne ngenda okwetunywako bwe nti ndaba omusaayi kubanga nali mpunze. Ndaba omusaayi ngenda okulaba lino evviivi nga libikkuse. Ng'ekintu kibikkuse bwe kiti n'ekyeno kibikkuse bwe kiti. Ne nziramu ne ngakaaba buto. Ngenda okutunula bwe nti nga ndaba wano bwe wati. Ekintu kyebikkudde kiti ne bwe kiti omusaayi gutiiriika nga gumba lye lirabika. Ngenda okutunula wano bwe wati. Bannange nga kye ndiko sikitegeera.
Even though Rita made efforts to report the case to the police station, she was never given attention, but instead every police officer referred her to the OC station, who always dodged her. Rita's situation worsened until African Center for the Treatment and Rehabilitation of Torture Victims, SCTV, intervened and referred her to a better health facility.
By the time we reached Noel, she was in her room sleeping. She had spent about 2 weeks with the wounds without treatment. The wounds had become septic, they were getting rotten. She had an intervention of a local herbalist who had put herbs, but this was not helping at all. We referred her to a nearby health center where we provided her with treatment and we supported her with all the medical bills.
Samuel Herbert Nsubuga, the executive director of the African Center for the Treatment and Rehabilitation of Torture Victims, says they have faced the challenges of reaching out to their clients due to the current situations of social distancing.
We had a challenge from when the lockdown started at the end of March because we unfortunately did not have permission to move in order to continue treating our clients.
The Uganda Human Rights Commission has received complaints of torture within this COVID-19 period, and all cases are against security personnel.
We have registered around 238 cases of torture alone, and that was around June we had that. Then you realize that we have a challenge on our hands. We have considered and noted that local defense officers or LDUs have tortured Ugandans. And that is why we have said, I think they need to go back and be trained, because we have noted excesses. We note that some of them are really acting outside the law.
Torture remains a serious human rights violation, and in 1987, Uganda ratified the UN Convention Against Torture, and in 2012, it domesticated it by enacting the Prevention and Prohibition of Torture Act of 2012. Abdul Latif Mukasa for Record TV.